EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. Alante Taylor to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Miller. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
93. First down, Saints.
Now Carr. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So Carr departs, and on his Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
If maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Love. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 72 yards. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Perry. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry, 48 yards. And the Saints have regained the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Love, they go play action now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Ready?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On 4th down, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 72 yards. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Ready?
They're going to run for it with Jones. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. They'll run it again with Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Kamara. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns, 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On first down, Carr. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Dillon now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up second and 9.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Blaster, 6.
Love to throw for it on fourth. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Carr now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop. A third quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And quickly, they get to the line. On third down, here's Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Carr. Got to have this one. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perry. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here will go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
43 rail. Ready?
Now Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Now receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Love throwing for it. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Taylor now will return it, taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Chris Olave, 81 yards. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 38 yards. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Dobbs goes in motion.
Black shot. Ready.
Love going to throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Complete to Jawan Johnson. A gain of 19 yards. First down, New Orleans.
3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion right, Olave.
694. Get down.
Now a play fake. Carr. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's 1st down.
93. Kill.
Carr. That's caught by Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing his Carr. And he rifles one incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
And the Saints 1st down.
Now Carr. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's definitely what we call defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Trying to improvise. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands. Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that. forcing that incompletion.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
18 on the play. First down.
Six nothing our score after one. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So Carr departs, and Artis Blake groupie for the Saints field goal. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
You at A. You at A. Hey, hey, report. Report.
Now Jackson on first down. That's caught. It's Flowers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. People are starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points up. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry, 51 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got battle on your hands.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Go.
Jackson. Flushed out right. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. To throw is Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
On third down, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they're...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On second down, here's Carr. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They're going to run with Taysom Hill. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The point after, good by Groupie. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Saints 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. That one into the hands of Flowers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
6:18. 6:37.
Carr now on first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Touchdown! Jerome Johnson, 34 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Next to score, Ravens 30, Saints 24.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey. Yo.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Ravens first down with ease as they wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Demario Davis there on the stop. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. And Jackson going to run again. Past the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Here's Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coach...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throw caught by Flowers. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. In motion right, Olave.
Hey, 734.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Flushed out right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Carr right away going to look to throw. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Carr now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Here's Carr to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They keep it with Miller on first down. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game.
Touchdown, Saints! A.T. Perry, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, Chiefs nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Carr. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood, 66 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Groupie able to add the PAT, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now here's Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
The Carr's throw complete there to Perry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Chiefs, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Pardon me, so many times in games we see the most difficult acrobatic catches, whether it's on offense or even interceptions. In this case, this ball's tipped and popped up in the air, and it looks like a chance for a pick. And guess what? For whatever reason, they just couldn't finish the play.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. To throw his Carr. Rolling to his right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
On second down, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
When you run into the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Kamara up the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So Carr departs, and on his Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throws right side, and that's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
We're back now in KC. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A first down carry now for Miller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing his car on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll run it again with Miller. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Running left is Miller. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running here is Taysom Hill. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.